Todd, not now!
You must convince the villagers that I'm harmless.
Grace!
Hello, everybody. This is Paul Charles, the International.
Get to the show!
This is the show!
That's strange. I wonder what's causing all the accidents.
Seriously, Todd?
No, it's my drinking. Is it emptying the bottle or not?
Can I go for a wee?
Steering wheel. Lapse the steering wheel, yeah. Give steering wheel. Hey! Steering wheel. Somebody tell him to give it to me. Come on! Whoa!
Crazy Max was after that, so can't let anybody pass.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Field.
A prodigious talent.
It's a shitbox.
Put that cookie down! Now!
Max's Terrier!
I'm driving like a grandma.
I want it now! What's the matter with those twats down there?
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
We need to know if you need us somewhere.
Hey, what happened?
What are you, a wizard, a genius? What did you tell me that before?
Not good enough, damn it! Not good enough!
Are you crazy?
Lies. Oh, lies!
Get down.
Jojo, the idiot circus boy.
No more radio. The rest of the race.
Stop yelling at Todd.
You don't need to hear things like that. You just a boy.
Hello and welcome back to the Parc Fermé for podcast number 709. This one is, no, it's not 700, it's like 713. This is the holiday gift guide. Oh boy, this is Todd.
No, Todd, not now!
AKA Negative Camber. You know I've asked you
You
here.
must convince the villagers that I'm harmless.
That's exactly what I need you to do tonight. For your kind consideration, we are going to offer you the ultimate holiday guide. That's exactly what we're going to do. It is the time, it's the season. You've got gifts. We have scanned the internet to come up with the ultimate motorsport and F1 guide. But before doing that, I have to introduce my guest tonight, which of course means I got to go all the way to the right coast of America, nestled in our nation's capital. You know her, you love her. It's the redoubtable
Grace!
Grace, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing good. Anything that starts with the Jensen button, I can't see it. That's always my favorite. I don't know.
I don't know. Check the car the next time I drive by.
Don't know. I just feel like there are many times at work where I just go, in my head, of course, I don't know. Why don't you just tell me? I don't know.
I know. It's so great. Well, hey, Grace and I are obviously joined, but I know what you're thinking. You're thinking,
Wrecked from out of the wasteland. He's bad. He's beautiful. He's crazy.
Hello, everybody. This is Paul Charles, the International.
It's Paul. Paul, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Yes, I've just rushed back from the racetrack. I got a little car buying crazy this year. Evidently. Yeah, I just figured out I own 6 cars. So
you do?
I got to do something about it.
I
have more children.
Yeah, your kids are gonna
happen.
Rock, paper,
I know your
scissors.
son's got a car.
Right.
Your wife's got a car.
Right.
And you have a Porsche.
Yes.
They just have cars, though.
Plus 3 others.
What are the other ones?
So we got the Porsche. So we got a little SUV, right?
Yeah.
So we can put the drywall in the back when we go to Home Depot and buy KFC. I've got a Ford Focus ST track car and a Jaguar X-Type.
Oh, I didn't know heavy Jag.
Yeah, so I got those recently.
Fun.
The Focus track car came from the Ford school because they were divesting themselves of those cars.
Yeah.
So I picked that up so I can teach the kids how to go drive around the track.
How to drift.
Yeah, in a front-wheel drive car. Yeah. Lots of handbrake.
Yeah, a lot of handbrake.
A lot of handbrake.
Awesome.
Yeah. So but cool. There's just not enough room. So
yeah. Gonna have to thin the herd, Paul.
I do. So watch out. What's this space? I may use the next podcast just as Paul's, used car lot.
There you go. I like it.
Might make a gift list. We don't know yet.
It could make a gift.
Could
You
do.
should have put it on the gift
Oh,
list and
God.
sold it.
You still have time.
That's why I'm not a marketing genius.
No.
That's why
Listen,
my
the
racing
greats-
career stopped short. I just didn't think outside the box.
Next time you put your used cars on the holiday gift, then people will be buying them.
That's right.
Yeah, I could go.
Problem solved.
15-minute diatribes,
I like it.
Rear suspension on a Ford Focus. Yeah.
I like it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hey, tonight we are going to look. Formula One has always offered a series of official F1 and unofficial F1 inspired gifts. And as Grace and I have pointed out many times in the past, these gifts have always adopted that panache and the splendor of Formula One in their price tag, regardless of how good the quality was. One of our recurring examples on the podcast is the simple key fob, but since it's Formula One, it's made from carbon fiber and it costs $100, right?
That's right.
So we've always talked about F1 gifts, always believing that F1 fans are incredibly well-heeled and we're going to be spending the price of a Rolex on a gift. Well, this year, we've taken it upon ourselves to create the definitive F1 holiday gift buyer's guide. Yes, no more struggling to figure out which gift to get your loved one and where best to sink your $2,000. We've done all that homework for you folks, and we're excited to offer our holiday gift buying guide. And for this extravaganza, we had to bring in Paul and Grace in order to compile the definitive gift list. And we had Atticus and Huxley working overtime to get the links, which I'm going to share. So for all of our YouTube viewers, I will be, I guess, basically cumbersomely sharing my screen.
Painful.
It does, doesn't it? So I'm going to go switching and clicking, and I'm going to be sharing a screen. So for our YouTube viewers, I'm going to share pictures of the gifts we've selected. Now, for our audio listeners, I will have links to every gift we mention on tonight's show in the description of this podcast on our website, theparcfermé.com. So if you're just listening to the podcast, you go to our website, you open up the post of this podcast, and I'm going to have all those links, and you can click and enjoy the splendor, the grandeur of the gifts that we've hand selected. Okay.
Yeah. Make sure you use the discount code.
Yeah.
Parc Fermé.
Right.
But absolutely no discount at all.
For no discount
give
at
it a
all.
go. Yeah.
You're really just going to confuse them.
Except if you want to buy one of Paul's cars, that might actually get you a discount.
That's
I
right.
may even sign it.
Right. You go out there with a Sharpie on the hood.
Yeah.
Best wishes.
He'll
Love,
sign it as whoever you
hugs,
want.
Paul.
Jensen Button.
Yeah, exactly.
Lewis
Vettel.
Hamilton.
Someone of some fame and skill. Yes. Yeah. You can do that.
Young driver Fernando Alonso.
Fred, with all love, Lewis Hamilton.
Exactly. Perfect.
Perfect.
Who wouldn't want that?
Team L8.
I love it. All right, shall we start?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
I know what you're saying.
Get to the show!
This is the show.
This is the show. I promise
is.
I do have a little F1 news to get to at the very end of the
I
cast.
do want to point out that we
Yeah.
have 14 weeks between now and
Yeah.
the first race in Australia. So people, there is no Formula One show. This is the show
Yeah,
for
it
the
is.
next 14 weeks.
Yeah,
So off season, my favorite time of the year, we get to talk about whatever we want because
exactly.
There's
until
not even preseason testing, is there?
I don't think so. I think they're all just showing up in
Yeah.
Australia and crossing their fingers.
First there was room, now preseason testing gone.
Right.
I mean,
right?
like if we wanted to this evening, we could spend 20 minutes talking about Paul's Team Tyrrell Elf Ford shirt.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's right.
nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I had t-shirts like this as a young child. So as like
Well,
most
Paul-
of us, we try to relive our.
I
Childhood, so-
didn't need to tell you how much I love that Elf logo and Jacques Lafitte driving around, right?
Right. Yeah.
I was a
Jacques
Jacques
was the
Lafitte
man.
fan. You
Mhm.
know, color me reactionary, color me a stupid young child, but I was a Jacques Lafitte Elf. Loved it.
Yep.
Cool. All right, let's start.
Let's
We
go.
are going to start at the very top. We're going to start with Paul.
Ooh.
Paul, what is your first gift? I'm going to share it right now. Your first gift is this. Tell
There you
everyone what they've won, Paul.
It is the ultimate Monaco F1 weekend. What is everyone's favorite race of the year? Apart from Grace. Monaco. Which one does everyone want to go to? Which race does everyone want to win? It's Monaco. And why? And why do you want to do that? Because of the grandioseness around it, right? And if you're going to go, you may as well do it right. You may as well live the life of Flavio Briatore. You may as well do it on a yacht or an extremely fancy, expensive hotel and be catered to, get to meet Formula One gentry around over the weekend, maybe even be carried from your hotel room down to the track, and just for the very, very low. And actually, I know this for a fact, you can even get a premium F1 driver to wish you the best after you've made nuptials with your
nice.
Yeah. So if you proposed on a boat, perhaps in the Monaco harbor, you could have an F1 personality say, hey, congrats.
Well, I'd have a little problem with that. I'm a married man. So.
We're all married.
But how did you do it? You can always get remarried, Todd.
I could.
There you go, an anniversary.
Yeah. When's your, have you done your 20th yet?
21st.
Okay, see. What better than spend $35,000 of your hard-earned retirement money on a one weekend bash, getting drunk and falling in the river?
I guess my wife would get a little upset if I was on my social media. Hey, Tammy, here's a ring. Would you marry me? I don't know who you are. My wife's at home. A little weird.
You're supposed to take your wife with you for crying out loud.
Right.
We can renew our vows.
That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Just get her a bigger diamond and it'll be fine.
Right. And then I could have Fernando come up and, he would say, or I don't know, whatever Fernando would say. I guess why not?
Right. But,
GP2 ring. GP2
there's
ring.
no way to blow. There's no way to blow your money quicker than a weekend at the Monaco.
In Monaco.
There you
go.
Love
it. All right. So that's a good one. Now that might be topped, Paul, by this wonderful gem that Grace is offering up. Let me get to Grace's first gift.
I think they go together. I don't think this is an either or, one is better. I think this is a perfect accessory.
That's a really good point, Grace.
For your weekend in Monaco.
I think it's a perfect accessory for Monaco. It is, of course, this, Grace. Tell us about your first gift.
The Matteo Binotto reading glasses. So you too could wear the glasses of your favorite, perhaps former Formula One team.
Perhaps former. I love it. Yeah.
Well, he's...
No, Grace, he was just not feeling well.
All right. Sure. Okay.
Hey, does that come with actually he pretty much was the preempt of the COVID hairstyles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He had the COVID hair when you actually could go get a haircut.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I do want to note that, so I had a roommate who had curly hair, and so it looked great. His hair looked great in the desert. So I think he should have gone to Abu Dhabi just for the great hair, because there's no humidity and the curls would look great. But I did want to give a shout out to Reddit, because I thought, how am I going to find these glasses? Somebody already found them out for me. So they're actually the Lindbergh 6531s, which have been discounted, but they have similar glasses in their current lineup. So you too could have the exact same glasses. And not only that, but if you go to Lindbergh's website, they have a celebrity page that shows you the celebrities who wear their glasses.
Ooh.
Like one of the Jonas Brothers, and Mr. E, and Eddie Jordan, and Kevin Magnussen.
Nice.
No Bonado on the celebrity page, but he does wear their glasses.
I like
so there
it.
you go.
All right.
Very
I like it. And when I post these links, I'm also going to post the gift and how much they cost.
Okay. Well, I'm sure
yeah.
And for the record, so that's why I tried to find them on the actual Lindbergh website, but they're discontinued, so I couldn't actually give you the link from the website.
Right.
So this is a third-party link to the glasses.
So my first gift is this gem, this little gem, and I chose this gem really because the name of the gift. You go to the link, you guys are going to love this. I start off with this. This is the name, folks. Williams F1 gear desk, office tabletop, mantle clock, man's guys Mechanics Formula One Motorsport Engineering Car Driving Race Gift Accessory for $85, Grace.
Man.
That took him $85 to get all those words in the search term.
Yes, excuse me. I'd like to pick up one of your F1 Gear Desk Office Table Mantle Clock, Man's Guys, Mechanic Formula One, Motorsport Engineering Car Driver Racing Gift Accessory. Thanks. Huh? How about that, Jim? You know what? Amaze your friends, folks. Amaze your friends with this little gem sitting just almost precariously on the edge of your desk.
Yeah,
do you think that spanner comes with it?
I don't know. I was wondering that
for 85. No, probably not for 85. That might be a $135 package, Paul.
You
know,
right? Because you got if you go to change your ratios sometime, depending on the weather,
right?
What time of year it is. You need something to do that with.
Imagine sitting at your desk, your feet on the desk, Paul,
as I'm wont to do.
And then all of a sudden, you need a spanner real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've got one right there.
Right.
And everyone knows it's probably a 10 millimeter. That's,
Now, do you think, owing to the name being about 10 times as long as the actual gift itself, it comes in an extra long box?
That would be good. It had a really huge box.
Or when you open up the instructions, it rolls out like a papyrus strip or something.
Right.
Like
And on the side of the box, it says Fragile. It would be
yeah. Instructions in every single language in existence.
Yes, right.
It's a clock.
Right. It's a clock. All right. I like the name. I'm going to go with it.
That's pretty good.
All right, Paul, we're back to you. We're going to pick your second gift. Now, this is a real doozy. I do like this one.
Yes.
Paul, explain this gift to us.
Well, this is what everyone thinks they can do.
Yeah.
And everyone's obviously been hammering on this guy for all year, including ourselves. You can prove that you are better than Bodas by driving his very car in a Williams FW33 driving experience.
How about that? You mean I literally could go and get into Valtteri Bottas's car and drive that bad boy around?
You might even be able to use his seat. I don't know.
I'm wondering if I could pilot that 750 horsepower, 18,000 RPM car faster than Bottas could.
Right. I'm assuming you can, because most people think they can. So, although they are hedging their bets here, and you get 10 laps, and that's 2 sessions. So they figure after 5 laps, you're pretty much exhausted and your neck is falling off. So you can only handle 5 laps at a time. Or maybe, they just figure we're just going to put it down, just put down those qualifying laps, I'm not sure. The beauty of this prize was that they charge you an extra $25 for a T-shirt. Was it? Disposable pants and gloves and the clothing to actually drive in. Disposable pants. Now, let's think about that for a second. Is that on the outside of the suit you're supposed to be wearing, or the inside of the suit you're supposed to be wearing?
I don't know. And it does make wonder, when Valtteri was at Williams, did he wear disposable pants?
I don't know.
Real Valtteri experience.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more about
disposable
Bottas.
drivers. Disposable pants go along with it, but it has all these add-ons that basically you'd need to drive the car, and you pay. How much did I say this thing was? $13,000, and they're going to add on $25 for a throwaway pair of pants.
Right.
And a gloves that you throw away also.
For $13K, they couldn't just chuck in the disposable
Can you
pants?
just throw in disposable pants? They're disposable.
Apparently,
it's like rain pants that just rip as soon as you put them on.
Apparently, BMW was in charge of the marketing for this product.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, this gift package may have been put together back when Frank owned the team. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So,
oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah. Run, don't walk to this opportunity.
Yeah, no
Be
kidding.
better than Bodas. That's all we need to know.
That's right. All right. Well, Grace's next gift. Now, this one, Grace, at first blush, it's a little scary, but I think when you talk us through it,
on third and fourth blush, it's very scary.
Right. I think we'll actually see how cool this really is. Grace, Talk us through it.
Well, so this actually started. So if you watched Abu Dhabi, right, all of the Renault team members were wearing the Fernando Alonso, young driver Fernando Alonso face masks, right? Yes. And so I thought, well, that would be a great gift. I'm a big fan of Fernando Alonso. I'm glad to see him back in the sport. I'm glad that he's considered a young driver. I'll take that. We're relatively the same age. Sure, I'm a young driver. I like this. But of course, I'm sure they were custom made, and I couldn't find them anywhere. And they were just his face, and they were pretty funny. Because they also reminded me of the Mr. E, face mask that everybody wore, and then you knew it was Niki Lauda because he still wore the red hat, but with the Mr. E face mask, right?
Yes.
So I kind of like the face mask, and
I like
very timely Christmas gift in the middle of a pandemic, but I couldn't find them.
That's
but
a good
I did
point.
find what was a full Fernando Alonso mask, like a rubber mask like you would wear for Halloween, and a video of Ricciardo wearing one. So if you actually watch the YouTube video, it's Daniel Ricciardo wearing the Alonso mask and like Jensen Buttons in the video, and so it's from a while back. But it was pretty funny that he just is doing his Ricciardo thing wearing an Alonso mask, and there's all these other drivers in the background. And
now, do you think they could make an appearance in like Halloween 10 or something?
Right.
Yeah,
be good.
That would be great. So that was gift number 2.
I like it.
Even better than just the face mask is a full Halloween rubber mask of Fernando Alonso.
It's very festive. I'd love to see my children come down to Christmas morning wearing a Fernando Alonso mask.
Or you just sitting by the tree wearing one, like sipping your tea or whatever, right? Like, hi, kids.
Paul's like, no more presents. Rest of
the rest of the day.
That's right. All right. Well, let's see. My second gift, folks, what better way to let the world know that you're an F1 fan, and in particular, a fan of the 2018 German Grand Prix, than to wade...
It's my favorite one. How'd you know?
Exactly. I know. But what better way than to wade through the murky holiday waters wearing this red hat? This red hat.
There it is.
10 straight thin white lines across the crown. Wow. Nothing says that your scan rate is 60 hertz than showing your love for a race from the 2018 represented by straight, ambiguous lines. I mean, this is from the official F1 merch shop, folks. This one, just hits it out of the park, honestly.
I love that you were able to narrow it down, because there's literally like 20 of these random race hats on their website. I was like,
I know.
What? I didn't even know these were a thing. And why are there so many of them? And of course, they're all discounted, because who's wearing this hat, let alone any of the 20 other random race hats that you could buy off of the F1 website?
It was like totally somebody in F1 went down to the basement, was going through boxes, and they were like, hey, wait, we got some of these.
They're the German Grand Prix, right? Yeah, that's
2018. Who won that? No one cares.
We had some of these misruns, and they just got white lines on. What could this mean? German Grand Prix, that looks very German to me.
They just did a focus group in the office. What does this look like to you? What does this look like to you? German Grand Prix. That's German what we're going to go with.
That's it. Hey, Chase, what's this look like to you? German Grand Prix. Perfect.
Maybe that was...
Thinking about it, was the 2018 German Grand Prix where Vettel stuffed it in the barriers in the rain?
Oh, you know what this could be, Paul? You're right. This could be indicative of the Armco.
You're right.
Perfect. Gosh, you're a genius.
Makes sense, good. Right?
Christ, you're good, Paul.
You passed the Rorschach test. Good job.
That's so good. I don't know. I'm sure there's some Germans that are watching this or sitting at home listening to this that'll look at it and say, you guys are idiots. You don't know what those 10 straight lines mean.
Yeah, that's the logo to the very popular comedy series in Germany.
Yeah, but who knows? I don't know.
People should really go look at all of them, because it's really a great collection of random ass hats. It's something I'm pretty sure just made some shit up for.
It totally is, man. It totally is. All right.
They really need some money in F1. They got to pay.
Maybe that's what Dominicali's job actually is. Here's your first job. Here's 20 hats. Figure out how we're gonna sell them.
How are we gonna sell these 20 hats?
It's like a thing on the thing. What was that show with
the thing?
Trump
with the guy.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice.
One of those things. Yeah. Take this hat.
Yeah.
And make it into something to sell.
You got to go sell it.
Yeah. Else you're fired.
And Stefano's like looking at it. German Grand Prix.
Yeah, done.
Perfect. Sold. $20
Done.
hat. Done. Free shipping? Of course not. You think I'm going to ship this to Sri Lanka for free? No. Come on, man. All right, Paul. Your third gift is a doozy.
My third gift is a doozy. And
this one is it.
You know, the price could be even higher during these COVID times.
I have a funny story about this price, but go ahead.
Okay. So if you're lonely, or if you're just an F1 fan that wants to make it a little special for the rest of the family and have a special guest come over for Christmas dinner, have a turkey, you know, probably won't stay there longer than an hour, but, you know, we'll talk about things. What better than to have Mario Andretti come over for the very low price of $100,000 to speak to your family about his career and his life. Or even better, you could have Lewis Hamilton, who's 100,000 plus, come over and talk about himself during your Christmas dinner. And the entertainment, maybe they could stand by the tree and just kind of spin some tales about Lotuses and, you know, Ron Dennis, etc., as your family are chowing down on their dry turkey and cranberry sauce. So
it's brilliant.
And $100,000 for Mario to speak for you.
Okay, so Paul, I'm not going to name names and I'm not going to name groups, Paul, but do you remember several years ago, when you and I did the particular car owner group event?
Yes.
Do you remember
that? In Vegas. Yes.
Yes. So Paul and I were invited to go to this national car owner. It's a particular mark of car, and they were having an owners event in Vegas. And Paul and I were invited to go and do a full presentation on Formula One, which we did. But they also wanted a speaker that was kind of associated with that brand. And they were going to get Mario because he was associated with that brand. And so the head of that group, I was talking to him one day and I said, so did you get Mario? He goes, oh, hell no. I said, why? He goes, guy wants 40 grand to come out and talk about the brand. I said, are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, he wants like 40 or 50 grand to come out and talk about the brand. He goes, screw that.
An hour speech.
Yeah, right. So they decided, well, we'll get Emerson Fittipaldi, right? He's got to be cheaper, right?
Got to be.
No, Emerson was like, all right, I'll fly there from Brazil, but you got to put me up at the top hotel and I'm bringing my girlfriend and you're paying for her. They were like, screw that. So Paul Charsley to the rescue. Paul, you got the keynote speaker and brought him over and he was wonderful.
He was wonderful. Yes. And he's actually in the IMSA paddock nowadays. I bump into him every day.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Track. Yes.
Super good guy.
Super good guy.
It didn't cost 40 grand.
He did not. He did not.
No.
But he did an awesome job. So
he did a great job, and it was a wonderful event. So the price for Mario has certainly went up. I don't know.
It did. Yeah. I mean, we're getting closer in age. Maybe you're just trying to squirrel it away or something. Now he did lose his job as being the driver of the IndyCar pace car, two-car driver thing. Right? So he's got to supplement his income.
Yeah, right.
Now,
the Social Security checks just aren't cutting it anymore.
No. So, I mean, think about it. It's like, he's a one-time champion. What can Lewis? You know, Lewis is 100,000 plus. Right. What's he charge?
Yeah. Right. No kidding. Wow.
Oh, man, I should have been an F1 champion. Man, I would have been set.
That's right. Instead, you're here with us doing this.
Yeah. Paul, you've fallen so low, my friend.
Yes.
I know. I got to move back to Kent and see what happens.
You got to get back to Kent. I mean, all roads lead to Kent. Success starts at Kent.
I need to go back to Kent, start from ground zero, and
that's it.
Just use the energy that is in that awesome place to.
I've never been to
push
Kent.
Me back up.
But if somebody's listening, I'll move the whole family. We'll move to Kent so I can start my wealth building right there in Kent. Why not?
I don't
Can you
know.
imagine me and my family walking around the streets of Kent like it's a place, one city, but walking around in
It's the Kingdom of Kent.
It's the Kingdom of Kent.
It's a kingdom for sure. Yeah.
They have the second Grand Prix. It's Silverstone. They have to be pretty big.
Yeah, it would be the Kentish Grand Prix.
That's right.
So, walking around Kent, and they, oi, Yankees, shut your gap.
Hey, Kent does have its own Grand Prix track.
Oh, there you go.
It has Brands Hatch. So
there you go. It's got Brands Hatch.
It can work. It can literally survive on itself.
Do you think the Kentonians would want? I don't think the Kentonians would want me after all that I've done. Mm-hmm. Did you see the tweet that I posted where, Kent, I was the man of the year.
Man of the year.
They named a garden path after me.
They sure did. They didn't tell you where that garden path was.
No, it could have been
right on
It's right on the border of Kent and Essex, which is
right. And I think it was the backyard of an old pensioner.
Yes.
That's what it was. Well, what are you going to do?
Right.
All right, Grace.
You could just move to Pennsylvania and live with Mario. It's a lot closer.
It's true. I could just do that.
Do you think if you bumped into Mario along the street where you're shopping and you had a couple minute conversation, he's going to hand you a bill?
He's going to pull the calculator out. He goes, okay. All right. So that was 30 grand. No, I did have a conversation.
He's got his little credit card thing.
Yeah, like the little
the square.
Yeah. All he did is ask me where the carrots were, and now I owe 40 grand. Jeez. Yeah, that's not good.
So back in the day when Carte was around and they were in St. Louis at Gateway, I went to the Thursday or Friday practice or whatever it was. And I was in the paddock and nobody's back there. And I've told this story on the podcast before, so I'll make it quick. But I saw Mario standing there with the team and he was eating a plum. And Paul, it was right after he almost bought it at Le Mans and hit the wall.
Oh, yeah.
At the Mulsanne Straight. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so I walked up and I said, hey, Mario, how you doing? And we sat there for 20 minutes just shooting the breeze. Super nice guy. But he told me, I said, wow, Le Mans, it was so awesome. He goes, yeah, I'm done with that. That's scary. He goes, I've been in a lot of bad accidents. He goes, that scared the crap out of me. And
he needed the disposable pants, right?
He needed I said, for $25 extra in this conversation, I could have brought you disposable pants. I wish you would have let me know.
I don't know. The closest I ever got was Michael Andretti almost ran me over with a golf cart at the Baltimore Grand Prix. That was fun.
Nice.
Low
he
eyes.
does that a lot.
Did you tell him that?
No.
Nice going, Low Eyes. Yeah.
Well, the street. I know Baltimore, but they had it we had no idea where our seats were. And when you'd ask somebody, they'd go, oh, I don't know. I think it's over there somewhere. Oh, okay, thanks. You're not really helping. And so we're like,
so wait a minute. Michael Andretti was an usher in your section?
No, that would have been great.
I help you find your seat.
I might have had a few words for him.
Could everyone move along? We've got seat A and B here.
Let's see. You're up 4 rows.
Yeah, that way. No.
Grace.
One more. Yeah, no. So we're
Thanks, Michael.
In the parking lot of Camden Yards, my friend Dave and I, and this golf cart comes zooming through, and it's like, Jesus, we're walking here. And I'm like, oh shit, that was Michael Andretti that almost plowed us over.
Too bad he wasn't that fast when he was at McLaren.
No, you know what? I'm trying to
Yikes.
I'm pretty sure I went on a 20-minute I hate Michael Andretti rant too.
Yeah, it's who do you think I am? Carl Wendlinger?
Right.
That would have been
that year. It's our first lap. Oh, it's been an incident. Michael Andretti and Carl Wendlinger are tangled. Oh, there's been an accident. Who is it? I don't know. Come on, Mike. Yeah, I think it's Michael and Sauber. Oh, it's Carl Wendlinger.
Not a good year. All right,
Yeah.
Grace.
All right.
What are we on, our third for you, Grace?
Yes.
No, this is a doozy. This one's a good one, and it's very fitting as the McLaren fan you are.
That is correct. So not only I'm a big Alonso fan, but I am also a very large McLaren fan. And I'm guessing that other McLaren fans, maybe just people in general, were not ready for the Carlos Sainz in his Ferrari outfit on Monday.
That was shocking.
I felt like, I just broke up and he just has a picture of him with his new girlfriend. Like, could you let it sit for a bit?
on the vacation he booked for you and him.
Right. Yeah, there he is in Hawaii with his new girlfriend, right? Like, could you let it rest a little bit, man?
He did the Monaco deal and got engaged to my wife.
Gosh.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So, I'm drinking my coffee, going through Twitter. I'm like, well, that's great. Thanks for waiting a little little
But
bit.
here's the good news, Grace, as a Ferrari fan. I got to tell you, red's a good color on him. You know, he's got that dark hair.
Yeah, he
looks
does.
Good in red.
Looks good with the hair.
Yeah.
It's got good hair.
But you can relive the memories here.
So I realize that there may be a theme to my gifts here, but the reason why the McLaren We Races 1 fan bundle really spoke to me as a gift is that not only do you get like some stickers and a little gym bag, but you also get cardboard masks of both Lando and Carlos. So you can keep the 2019-2020 Carlando feelings going with your own little paper face mask of Carlos Sainz. So you put on your little orange and blue and pretend like he's never left.
You know, I was hoping that it would come with a little box of like 6 peeps in the shape of Zach Brown.
You know, I will say
overstuffed.
that...
Oh,
Overstuffed.
sorry, Zach.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zach Brown, so listening to Abu Dhabi, right? So afterwards, you know, he like jumps off the pit wall and he does his best, like, oh, Howard Dean, like, we're going to, you know, like totally excited, right? And so then they go to Carlos's radio and you can hear Zach yelling in the background. Like you can just hear him all over again. Yeah, right. I was like, somewhere Howard Dean is called and he wants his yell back, but it was great.
Yeah.
Good old Zach Brown.
Good old Zach.
And so there you go. So if you need a little more Carlos Sainz in your life or a little more Lando in your life.
Or if you're not ready to give up on Carlos yet, you still want to live that Carlos McLaren love until the first.
When I see him, I just kind of like put my hand like this, so I can't see that he's wearing red, right? Like I'm just gonna keep on pretending that's the orange under there.
You know, it needs the one thing that's missing in that thing is a smaller picture of the face of Carlos Sainz's brother-in-law. Who always is in the background every race. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. He's like Carlos's version of Angela.
Right.
What is his manager?
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, yeah, right. Like, you made it sound like it's just some dude he found on the street. It's not like
he's a family member that's figured out how to earn 10%.
Yeah.
You make it sound like whoever the woman standing next to Joss Verstappen is that Max's mom? Is that Joss's girlfriend? Is that Max's sister? Who is this woman? It could be any of those. We don't know.
We just like the blue lipstick. That's all.
That's great. I don't know who she
is. It was green, wasn't it?
I don't know.
The dress is gold. It's fine.
Which one? I don't know.
Right. I don't know.
Reminding me of the green woman in the Star Trek episode.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Yeah.
All right. So am I up? Okay. Yep. Here's my next gift. I think you'll all agree. When Paul Charsley entertains at Charsley Manor, he does so with a certain elegance and attention to detail that most hosts missed. When engaged in conversation with Paul near the eggnog, you might have just noticed that he set his glass down on a coffee table like no other, folks. That's right. It's not just any coffee table. It's a $31,000 Renault F1 V10 block coffee table. That's right, folks. It's made from the block of a Renault V10 engine, and that is the elegance, nay, the nuance that is Paul Charsley.
That is true. And not many people know this. That engine came from when I did the Be a Bodas test drive, and I launched the engine in my start line practice.
I just see that holiday party at the Charzolini's. Is this Manchego? Is that a Renault?
Get it out of here. Yeah.
No, it's marzipan or marzipan. Is it marzipan or marzipan?
It's marzipan.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's lovely. It is.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It's a good touch. And Paul, I like how you put the lights inside of it. You see the little blue hue out of the piston, chamber.
It took a while to figure that out, but
yeah, I like it.
Done. Yeah.
Some LEDs.
You can actually get it at AutoZone. Yeah.
Right.
The kids had it in their Mitsubishi 3000 GT, and I said, "Ooh, I'm having that."
Right. Now, my coffee table, I couldn't afford the 31K like Paul. I have a Pinto.
A Tempo engine?
Or Tempo. It's from a Tempo.
Yeah.
That's because you spent your money talking to Mario. So now you
I did. Yeah.
Renault.
Right. Yeah. I had to write Mario a check, so there's like $31,000.
And you're actually going to buy Paul's car, and Paul's going to sign it to Mario Andretti on the dashboard. See?
So I make this out to Mario.
How do you spell that? Is that with 2 T's and an
Yeah, how is that?
Is that Italian?
3 R's, 2 E's, and a triple T?
What is that?
Is there an umlaut in there?
Do you eat a lot of plums, Mario? Good enough. Okay.
All right.
That was mine. All right.
Nice.
That one. All right. So we're on number 4. All right. Number 4, we're going to go to Paul's 4th one. I dig this one, Paul. This one's kind of fancy and fun.
It is fancy and fun.
If you're a single lad in the pub in Kent, this might get the ladies. I don't know.
It might. Doesn't take much. But anyway.
You just slighted the Kentian women, Paul. That's not good.
Well, they always have a go at the Essex girls, so I may as well have a go at the Kents.
That's true.
Anywho, but yeah, so we were talking to, always brought up on the podcast is the carbon fiber key fob. You get the key fob, you put your own key on it, and you drive to work with your favorite Formula One team or driver alongside with you. Why not get a key to a McLaren Formula One sports car from '94 and not actually have the car? So
just the key.
Yeah, you have the key, but not the car. So I don't know how this happens. And the poor guy that's looking for his keys still, but for just $3,500, you can have the key to a car you don't drive.
$3,500 a key
or
to
could
a
possibly
car.
afford. Yeah.
And I noticed, Paul, it's in Canadian dollars.
Yes.
So I don't know. By the
More.
time you do that, you get a tailwind.
Lawrence
with American
Stroll's
dollars.
behind this, I tell you. This is how it's,
Well,
This
you
is how
get
it's funding Lancey.
right. You
Yep.
get a tailwind with the conversion rate. So what is that? About $200 US? I don't know what that is, but I feel bad for the Canadian chap that lost his F1 McLaren F1 or got
Right.
Just one.
That is not cheap to replace those.
No.
And
You know, you wondered how the troubled youth Lance got his start.
I want it now.
That's
What's the
it.
matter with those twats down there?
It's all right. That was he
Yeah.
was nicking McLaren F1 key fobs.
you know, for another $3,500, they'll tell you where that car is.
Yeah, right.
Right.
It's located on Oak Street
In Toronto.
in Toronto. Usually
in
left
Willowdale.
outside on Sundays.
Yeah, right. It's usually out front this place on Sundays.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that's probably the cheapest Gordon Murray product you could possibly buy, right?
I like it.
Key to a McLaren Formula One.
Yeah, if you were looking for a Gordon Murray, that's it right there. I like it. That's really good, Paul. That's a good one. Let's see, Grace, your next one is a real hoot. I love this one. It's this bad boy here. Walk us through it.
All right. So bear with me on this gift. Now, first of all, I'd like to say that my gifts run the whole price gamut. So if you're looking for a last minute
That's
gift
right.
and you have like $2 to spare, this is the gift for you.
Mm-hmm.
So now, as you all know, we're big fans of the Ted Kravitz Notebook here at the Parc Fermé, right?
Yes, we
So
are.
I feel like even more so this year, it has come to me to feel like how I feel through this whole pandemic. It's just Ted and his little notebook wandering around random places at first in his neighborhood park with a selfie stick, right?
Yes.
You know, just trying to keep people out of his shot, dogs pooping out of his shot, people making out of his shot, right? Wandering around aimlessly, doing a lot of self-talk, right? I just feel this is how I felt locked in my house now for 9 months, just a lot of me talking to myself. I feel like Ted. So then when we actually started getting to races, I thought, okay, well, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be like normal Ted Notebook. No, because he still can't really interact with anybody. So now he also just looks like this crazy guy now, just wandering around tracks, talking, having self-talk. My favorite was, I don't remember which one of the Bahrain Grand Prix, but one of them, he had a run in with Christian Horner that was very Todd-like, which I enjoyed because he's trying to talk to Christian Horner. I don't even now remember the question, but he doesn't have a boom mic. So Christian just keeps getting closer to him. And Ted keeps scooting away from him, yelling, 2 meters, right? Like, and Christian Horner just says something like, it's tomorrow, and walks away from him. So it's not just you, Todd. He clearly is that way to everybody.
I feel better.
So he kind of like, it was a very interesting thing. And then the other one is that, you know, Ted will Ted talks about something and he goes like, see over here. And so it takes a while for his cameraman to get over there to look at that thing. And by the time he's like zoomed in on that thing, Ted has now wandered away like my mom at a store, right? And so he pans back, Ted's gone. We don't know where Ted is. Now the cameraman's going to find him because Ted just kept on talking and kept on walking while his cameraman is trying to focus on whatever it is Ted wanted him to look at. So I just feel that, to me, 2020 can be summarized in one of these Ted's notebooks.
I like it.
Another experience, because I just feel like that's how we all are right now, just wandering around,
I like it.
Talking to office buildings that nobody's in, pointing to things down a road that nobody's on.
Yep. You know what it's like? It's like the cardboard box that kids play with at Christmas when they're all their present. All of a sudden, they're playing with the cardboard box, and it's becoming this big imagination station. This is it for adults.
This is it.
The Ted Kravitz. Yeah, we can walk around and we can make up our own diatribes with our selfie sticks.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's amazing.
You know, and even if you did, Paul, if you had a couple young toddlers that were burgeoning that wanted to become the next Ted Kravitz, for $2, you could get them started the right way.
Oh man, that is an easy sell at Christmas.
Yeah,
I got you a real Ted Kravitz notebook.
I got you a year's worth of Ted Kravitz notebooks that each, you know, and you could go and
each race.
You know, could walk in and say, well, you know, Dad, you know, had a DNF. You know, he was trying to.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Hey, you got 14 weeks to prepare your notebooks too.
Oh,
right?
That was good, Paul.
I was just gonna let that go.
Yeah,
Woo. Just gonna let that go. All right, but yeah. So nonetheless, that was gift number 4. Was a high quality mead little notebook, so you too could be Ted Kravitz in the pandemic.
That's a really good one.
Nice.
All right.
Very creative.
Thank you.
All right, so mine next, gift number 4. You know, folks, for all those George Russell fans out there, and at this point, who isn't? Why not celebrate? I'm going to share it. Why not celebrate the lowest possible point of this young man's burgeoning career with the George Russell Sad Imola 2020 sticker, right? I mean, who amongst us wouldn't want to commemorate that crowning achievement by encapsulating that moment in a sticker for your Yeti for $5?
I think you could get a whole collection, right? You could get the Alonso in the chair.
Oh, yeah.
You could get the
Norris
Mika breaking
crying.
down Monza. Yeah.
Right. You could get. You could have a whole theme for your Yeti stickers.
Right.
You could have the PK slap.
Yes.
At the Monza chicane. Oh, the kick and the slap. Yeah.
Yes.
And the Sato slap.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right.
I honestly, I think we've got something here, folks.
I think you're right. This would be
I
great.
think so.
That's a Yeti.
We're going to steal this idea and we're going to make millions.
I think it would be great. The Lewis China 2007.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could just make stickers of the worst moment of driver's career.
You could have like a dual sticker of Massa enjoying his world championship, then losing it.
Yeah. You could have like a picture showing the evolution of Maldonado's entire career. You know, why not?
I wonder what's causing all the accidents.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But you should get a sticker of him on the shoulders of Raikkonen and Alonso, right? Because it's the worst moment for all of us, but his greatest moment, right?
Yeah, right.
Great for him, bad for the sport.
Oh man, that's so good. All right. Well, all right. Speaking of Paul, your final gift number 5. This one just had me at as soon as I saw it, I had to order one. I think this is brilliant. Walk us through this one, Paul.
So this is the Pastel Maldonado throw pillow. You know, nothing says Christmas like sitting down there with a little open fire, listening to Christmas tunes or watching a nice Christmas movie, you know, just
eating your Christmas crumble.
Feel good. And just getting you under your blanket and just cuddling up to your Pastel Maldonado throw pillow.
Oh my God.
Saying it's my favorite time of year.
It's amazing.
How did this not happen before? You know?
I don't know.
I mean,
how this eluded F1 holiday gift lists, I have no idea.
It comes along with the gurney flap and ground effect. Pastel Maldonado throw pillow is something that just had to happen, and some genius made it happen.
That's right.
There's nothing creepy about it. You
No.
know?
No.
Nothing at all.
Nope.
Especially his face. I mean,
I know. Is he mad? Is he happy? No
you
one
should give it
knows.
to your little 4-year-old daughter and say, "Here you go." She's feeling a little scared because there's a little thunder outside. Here you go. You can have the Pastel
Sally.
throw pillow tonight.
Have this creepy
Yeah.
Venezuelan.
Yeah.
There you go. I was in an elevator with him, you know.
Yes.
Yeah,
I got a
told that
picture
story.
with him.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
Daytona.
Yeah. So how many of these can I put you down for, Grace? Just 2?
Oh, easily. This
Yeah.
is the gift of the year. Everybody's getting one of these.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing too, right? Because I'm not going home to see anybody. So everybody gets these in the mail. That would be great. My mom, my sister, my brother, you know.
You know how sometimes there's
Everybody.
one thing that kind of you design a whole house or a room around.
Yeah.
This
That
is one of
pillow.
This is it.
This is it.
It
Yeah.
really ties the room together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a splash of color, you know. It's just I love it.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Oh man, that's a good one. All right. So now we got to go to Grace's. Grace, this is equally good, and why not? Damn it. This one is a good one.
I feel like a ride at Disney World, like
Hear it?
any good show. We're gonna let you off in the gift shop because what else do you need for Christmas but some Parc Fermé swag?
Exactly.
So we have a whole bunch of shirts, right? We have the leaf. I have the shitbox version on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You've got the
For the
shitbox
kids.
version.
Yeah, that's right. The shitbox edition.
Right. We have the anagram series where we take
I got
the Parc Fermé and
Flip's
we
getting
make.
the occasionally insightful
Oh wait.
for
Hold
Christmas.
that back up.
Right.
Nice.
So this
Turn
is the
it
other
around.
front you can have. Occasionally insightful,
Oh,
right?
perfect. Occasionally
Yeah.
insightful.
I also
Love
have
it.
the Redoubtable Grace version. You're right. We have the anagram.
Yeah. As you can see, we have what? Paul, what was your favorite? Was it Farm the Creep?
Farm the Creep.
Farm the Creep is my favorite. Wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
Although I
Free
did
pet
like the
charm.
barcode too from way back when. That was
Oh, I did like
Well,
the barcode.
I do have a lot of vintage Parc Fermé gear as
Yes,
well.
you do. That's
So,
what's-
including one of my favorites, which is always here on the bookshelf, the old school Christmas ornaments.
Mm.
All right, see?
Yeah, the
Got a
Christmas.
couple
not have-
coffee mugs.
Do we not have Christmas ornaments this year, Todd?
I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
just t-shirt.
No.
Yeah, I need to branch out and get some ornaments there.
Yeah, well, so anyway, so yeah, get some Parc Fermé swag. There's a lot of variety, a lot of different colors, different sayings.
Yeah.
And you know,
Exactly.
as Flip has
Support
learned,
the
it's
team.
good
Yep.
for birthdays, good for anniversaries, good for
That's
anything
right.
you need a gift for.
Dare to be different.
Get some shirts.
And folks, be like Flip. Be out there advertising, propping it up.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right. Be
You
ready.
know, if you can't be Flip, you can be like him.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Right? All right.
All
I
right.
like it. All right. That's a brilliant one. Is it me?
Yeah.
Yep, you're
You're
up.
last.
The last one.
The last one. All
Everyone's
right.
sitting there going, "Come on, can you hurry up? I
What
got to
could
get
it
to Amazon and order this stuff
I
right
That's
know.
right, man.
I know.
Mario's
This is-
prices might go up.
now."
Well, for my last gift, I've always liked the Formula D board game, right?
I
Right.
used to have that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I have it, and I always like that. And I haven't seen this game. I've seen this Formula One game for a while. I watched the video, and it looks like it might be fun. So I threw this on the list just for the heck of it. It is the La Corsa Grand Prix game, replete with small cars.
Look at how cute those are.
I know.
There's a caterum back there.
Just for the
Yeah.
little cars.
I
This
know.
is-
Who cares if the game is fun? Those are adorable.
It
Oh,
does-
there's a Marussia, a Caterham,
Yeah,
and
a Ferrari, a Honda.
Honda. Yeah, they're
Uh-huh.
gone now.
Yeah. Well, not the Ferrari. Yeah.
Give
So
it time.
it's like the
They'll get
world's,
mad. They'll leave.
it's the world's simplest board too. It's just like this little thing of wood, and you just set the cars on this. And so I watched. How do you play that? So if you have it, let me know if you enjoy it, because spending $50 on a board game seems expensive if it isn't fun. But I saw it, and you can order like blue eagles, right? It's the Gurney Eagles, or so, yeah, it's kind of fun. Yeah, it looked fun anyway.
That is cool.
They're
And
I
that's
watched.
That's actually the 2022 car design there.
It is. Yeah, right. Well, it's back to ground effects, Paul.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It has a die, but I watched the video how to play, and he never used the die, so I don't know what that is. But anyway, who knows? So there you go.
All right.
Cool.
It's my real gift, man. I'm sticking with that one. I liked it. Although I like Grace's Parc Fermé. All right. So that is our holiday gift guide. Let us know which one you like the best, and let us know which one you bought. I'm kind of thinking the $100,000 Mario Andretti one's probably the one everybody's going to buy this season. What better way to really...
Two people got the same present. How embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, honey, I got you Mario. Here he is. Oh, I got you Mario. He's there. Mario, you bastard. You didn't tell my wife.
Blair's like, I'm charging you twice anyway.
Do you have any plums? Just telling you. No, man. So anyway, to let us know what you think. Now, if you're a listener of the podcast, go to our website, go to the post of this podcast. All the links are there. You can see the ridiculousness and the pictures of this. It's a lot of fun. Before we back out of this podcast, though, I do have a couple things to tell you in F1 news. Ineos, Toto, and Mercedes now equal owners of Mercedes. You could see Merck's reticence last spring with talk of them leaving in the rumor mill, but it seems what they really wanted is to find someone who could become a 1/3 equal partner, reducing Merck's ownership, right? So while Lewis is out looking for a big fat racing and post-racing contract from Mercedes, to fight his causes with using Mercedes money, I'm wondering if this changes things or if they actually brought Ineos in to shoulder Lewis's $200 million contract or 150 million or whatever it is he's wanting. So that's interesting. Toto did re-up his ownership. He upped it to 1/3, and now he's re-upped for a 3-year deal. So one assumes that Lewis's contract is not far behind. Watch this space. I find that whole thing intriguing. And maybe by this time next week, Grace, I'll have more thoughts on that story. But yeah, interesting nonetheless.
So does Toto get hired by himself?
Well, yeah, he's his own boss, or at least 1/3.
Yeah. But he owns 1/3, but then he signs a 3-year contract to himself to work for his
I
own
guess
company.
with the team, yeah.
Who is this guy that signed this contract? It's a piece of crap. We should fire him. You're right. I think he's terrible. I know. My God. Like, talk about self-talk in a notebook. Jeez.
Yeah. I think I deserve a raise. I think that young man he deserves a raise. That's how
you can walk out of that door right now, sir.
Yeah, right. With this severance package that we're willing to give you, a golden parachute of $100 million.
He called Mario Andretti, and he'll do it for a quarter of your cost.
Right. I love it. So there you go. That's in the news. Also, big news, Paul. It's like Christian Horner listens to our podcast.
I'm sure.
I'm just saying. It's
Be nice to Ted if you do, right? Like,
right.
Poor guy alone.
Right. Because right on the heels of you and I, Paul, saying, look, Red Bull, you got to get yourself sorted. Either you're a big boy team and you're going to hire 2 veteran pros that can go after the championship and score points, or you're a junior development program. All right. So we thought your junior team was that. You don't have time. What do? They made an announcement. Red Bull, they said they're going to be big boys. They need top shelf drivers, not young development drivers. They've just signed Sergio Perez. Probably, my guess is on a 1-year deal with options. But the Max and Sergio could be a very tough duo. Alex will be doing the reserve driver sim work now for Red Bull. And hey, at least Alex got a better deal than what Kvyat did.
Yeah, just out the door.
Yeah, Kvyat was like, we gonna re-up, guys? No, we found a Japanese kid. Woo.
Hey, I know it's your voicemail again, but I thought somebody would call me back at some point.
Yeah. The cab didn't pick me up for the Christmas party. I don't. Why does this always happen to me?
Right. He's calling Franz, and Franz is like, Lewis, Franz who? I don't know. This isn't Franz.
Yeah, right.
Franz. There's no Franz here.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Well, considering like what half the grid is a former Red Bull driver at this point. So
yeah, right. Everybody's a good
to
number
the point
2.
now that they're replacing each other at other teams, right? So
right. That's exactly right.
Everybody's been there.
Oh boy. Well,
Bloody Catholics.
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right. Well, that's the news of this week, guys. I enjoyed it. I know that would actually require a little prep on your part, to
That's
lift
extensive. Kidding me?
And I know, Paul, you just had Atticus and Huxley do it for you, but
I said like 10 other things. This once those
these are,
it's just like the Lewis Hamilton alternate jobs. Like once I started
right.
thinking about it, I just came up with more.
Folks, just know that this list was hand curated by the three of us.
Yeah.
Paul Charsley took his own time and curated that list for you. All right. And he did it wearing disposable pants.
That's the
my
most
gift
important.
to you, people. My
My
gift,
gift to you. That's right. That's exactly right. So in disposable pants and all, Paul, you
That's
were
right.
brilliant.
No one can see them, but
That's
I've got
right.
them on.
That's
Thank
right.
God.
Yeah.
So next week is a holiday week, folks. It is tonight is the 21st. You've got the holiday on Friday, and we got a holiday weekend. So I know we always say it, and it's true. We don't take the off season off. We plow right through the off season. We'll be with you. We do take this 1 week off. So we will be taking next Monday off. So Paul is going to be off of his Christmas high. He's still going to be hungover.
He's gonna, instead of an inflatable dolphin, he's gonna be hugging that Maldonado pillar
That's
in a
right.
gutter somewhere
Oh,
in his disposable pants.
You can see
that's
Paul's
really Paul.
Christmas morning right now coming out. Honey, you got me a new car? Another one? No. I always wanted that Herkimer battle jitney. Thanks.
Great one that needs new suspension.
Yeah, this is
Cup some
wonderful.
engine work. Perfect.
Perfect.
it
Yeah.
with the others.
So, and Grace is not going to be out in the western wilds of Pennsylvania this holiday season, but her heart will be there.
It will be.
And her Maldonado pillow will be out there, and her mom's going to go, "What the hell is this? Who is this, Grace?"
Great googly mooglies, Grace. What the hell is this? Right.
Right. Well, it's Pastor Maldonado, Mom.
You should know who that is.
Right. And me, well, my holiday, it's going to be a pair of gold toe socks and a bottle of Brut by Fabergé.
There you go.
Hey, nothing. Rub it all over, Todd.
That's
Rub
it.
it all over.
Yeah,
It-
you
it'll
like that
keep-
smell?
You can
keep
smell
the-
like Barry Sheen.
He'll keep the puppy away.
That's
It'll
right.
be like a little puppy force field.
That's right. And I got to get Brut by Fabergé. Maybe I'll get my wife a bottle of Jean Nate. I don't know. We'll see.
No, you should get her some of the unisex Formula One cologne that made it on nobody's list. I was very I thought we might have to fight over that one, but nope.
Dude wouldn't wear that.
Nope. Nor would a lady, I'm guessing. That's what I'm just thinking. I don't know who wears unisex perfumes. I don't know that that's a scent
Right.
anybody wears. But
Paul wears 96 octane racing fuel.
That's right.
Just a little dab behind the ear drives the women mad.
Yeah, when I use some of that transmission fluid in my feet.
That's right.
Keeps them lubed up.
That's it. There you go.
Wow.
Whoa, backing away from that. Get away from that one, Grace. Let's just back away.
I know, right? I'm
Yeah.
just gonna let that go and move right on.
Paul's like Happy Fun Ball. You back away if he starts to glow.
That's right. Don't stare directly at Paul.
Somebody fed Paul after midnight. We're gonna
Don't look him in the eyes. It challenges him.
play dead.
Oh my. So anyway, we'll be
Very good.
taking next week off for a much needed break, and then we'll be back, Grace and I, to ease you into the new year and new Formula One news that I'm sure we will.
F1 resolutions.
Yes, F1 resolutions are coming up. Paul, are you ready to pull that off on the next cast?
I think I
Maybe
can.
we should do. We always do the F1 resolutions. Paul and I always have a sort of season recap that we like to do. Grace and I always ease you into the fun beer, wine, and cheese podcast.
Exactly. Well, we have no room, so
We have
I
no
had
room.
to fill that in with something.
That's right. So Grace and I will ease you back very slowly. You can't just jump back into the F1 fray, but I'm sure we're going to have some F1 news and some, we'll have Lewis updates and all kinds of things heading into the new year. But having said that, happy holidays to all of you out there that celebrate this time of year. And we can't thank you enough for this year. I know it's been a difficult year for all of us, including all of you. And we just hope you're out there happy and staying healthy in this season. And as we said on the last podcast, kudos to Formula One for pulling off a season.
For sure.
Chase and the entire team did a fabulous job. So as I said the last cast, everyone that's involved in Formula One, either primary, secondary, or tertiary, that orbit the series, that made it happen, thanks to all of you. And a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters, and a massive thank you to Skip Williams and Kingsbridge BCP for the support this entire year. We could not and would not do this without you, Skip. And we thank you and all of our Patreon supporters very, very much. So, Paul, it's been a wonderful year talking and reviewing races with you. Thank you so much for making the time for all of us.
Yeah, no, thanks. As you say, yeah, it was great. We actually had a season, and it, nearly felt like old times by the time the last few races were going in, including, Abu Dhabi being very boring. So that was great.
It was wonderful. And Grace, I couldn't do it without you. You're like clockwork, always there. And, it's just wonderful to be doing this. This is what season is this? We started the podcast in 2007. So what's that quick math?
I don't know. I just realized that we're now at the point where, right, like the drivers weren't alive when we started doing this podcast. We're getting there real soon, right?
We are almost there. That's exactly right.
I wasn't ready for that, right? Like,
that's amazing.
Because that was the meme with Turkey, right? Was like, George was 4 and Lando was 6 and Kimi 5th, right? Like, oh God.
I know. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're awful close, We're getting close. Well, it's 13 years, so it's really close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not good. I'm just going to hold on to, I'm a similar age as young driver Fernando Alonso and just hold on to that, right?
You two are allowed to test.
The young driver's test, yes.
That's right. Young driver Fernando Alonso.
It's amazing. We've been doing this 13 years.
That's crazy.
A long time, and over 700 episodes of this, and I don't know, a bunch of F1 Downshift. So anyway, it's awesome, Grace. Thank you so much for the year and friendship, and for co-hosting with me. It's been a delight.
Absolutely.
And thank you to all of you out there for listening, for watching, for emailing, for sending us direct messages, sending us tweets, sending us comments, all of you. Gosh, we wouldn't do this if it wasn't for all of you. And we can't thank all of you enough. So as we bow out of this season, have a wonderful, happy holiday. We wish you a happy new year. I will be posting throughout the holiday break on the website, so be sure to check it out. Give us a shout out on social media. We'll be there over the holidays as well. We're just going to take a break on the podcast next week, and we'll be back the following week. So until that time, when we come back to do it all over again in 2021, this is Todd, aka Negative Camber, saying so long.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.